Hey folks, I'm Surveying Glory, and welcome to part 19 of my playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous as Geralt of Rivia. So we've just finished our exploration of the market square. I think we've covered everything that we can. So we're going to exit this area and head back to the Defender's Heart for a rest. You can see we've got a couple of characters that have got ability decreases. So we need to rest. I don't think anybody's got restoration spells. Cure Light Wounds and Treat Affliction is the best that we can do. Or Lay on Hands. Or no, that's Positive Energy. No, so yeah, we need to go back, have a rest to allow these folks to recover. And actually, Lan still has Light of the Angels for 49.5 minutes. How did he manage to retain that? Anyway, I don't know. Let's get everyone on the move, and we'll also have a look at people's spells. I've not looked at the spells for a while, and I think the likes of Geralt. No, I did give him a spell at one point. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave all of this stuff behind, just because it takes too long to sell. And it's only worth like a few coin. Yeah, we're just going to leave it. Okay, so Ember seems to be quite... Ember and Lan actually are really good characters to have. Lan with his bow, and Ember with her slumber spell in particular. Let's head back to Defender's Heart, as I said. And we might head for Blackwing Library next, but we've got an encounter. Interestingly, I didn't actually click there, it just automatically has taken me into this encounter. So, we're not in the best of shape, and we don't have any healing potions. Well, we've got 8 healing potions, but let's just see if we can get by without them. Get some loot to the right. May as well head off in this direction first. Okay, nothing to see here. Where was the loot? There it is there. And what is that indeed? Let's check it out. Longsword identified. Well, we'll pick it up and we'll identify it shortly. Let's grab all of this. Okay, so what did we get? Where is it? It wasn't that, was it? It was. I'm sure it was a magic one. It was unidentified. Date from newest to oldest. There it's there. Longsword of Detriment. An additional +1 negative energy damage on a hit. Could use that to heal Geralt. What do you have just now? Just to, I saw it there actually. So we'll swap you over. What do you have? Yeah, you've just got the Masterwork Longsword. Yeah, equip you with a... Well, I actually might do that at some point. Did I not maybe have that equipped already? But the encumbrance was an issue. Anyway, enough of that. Geralt's got a new sword. Let's push on. Something else. Okay. I don't think there's anything there to be identified. Let's go back to new. No. Ah, Nenio, who are you? Can't speak to you, so yeah, I'm guessing it's automatic cutscene.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you calling boy? Just ignore me then. Ah, and these cultists.
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment. In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Let's stay silent and just observe.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it, she's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Yep, always listen to your mum.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Okay. So we do have a fight after all. Couple of missile weapons. Ember. Let's go with Slumber. Down he goes. Nice. And you can move over to here. Camellia, can you get a charge? That's not charge for you. No, you can't. Alright. Don't want to do anything. Let's see if we can't catch them with a spell. I should have taken stealth off, of course. That might have helped. But out of range. So just end your turn. Okay, Lan. You can attack already from where you are, so 2 shots at the cultist archer. And let's go with True Strike. Oh, of course. Right, Lan, you head over there. Just stay there. Geralt, can you attack? No, we better not attack Nenio. Right, again, it's a bit of a slow start here. You're not stealthing, are you? You just can't charge. Right, okay. That looks like it's a bit stealthy to me. Get right up next to him. Prevent any... Well, get an opportunity attack if he tries to shoot anyone. And Sela, you just come forward. Again, I wish this icon would work properly. He drew his weapon. Ember. Let's cast Slumber on him. He's down 2. Camellia. You can't charge there or there. Ah, you've got fatigue as well. I'd forgotten about that. So just slowly make your way forward. Geralt and Ember are the only 2 without fatigue. Right, land this time. 2 shots. Okay.
Do not hold back.
Well, lots of misses. End your turn. Sela, can you perform coup de grace on this guy? And go. Smack. He stays down. Yep. Ember, you shoot at this guy. Decent hit, I think. Camellia, just join in the fun. And Lan, hopefully put him down with 1 shot.
You've
Nope.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Geralt, charge this guy. Trampled. And who's... Oh, this is the stranger. Oh yeah, the absence of an answer is an answer too. Very enigmatic. And something to say?
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomedae prefer?
I'm not about to answer your questions.
Well, that's your right. The experiment has come to a standstill due to the subject's refusal to cooperate. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Golarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
What's going on with all these questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame indeed, for I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken.
Are you saying that I'm mediocre?
Yes.
And what's with the boy? I have a name, you know.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Fair enough. Well, Canabras isn't safe right now. We should join up.
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the world wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
I don't think you understand. You're coming with me. You will follow my instructions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Fine. Let's move.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Okay, so we have Nenio. Let's check Nenio out. So, a scroll savant. Very high intelligence. And crossbow user. Can we give you, let's see, some sort of melee weapon? Can't use many. I don't think that really fits the character, so we'll just give you a dagger. I think actually I'm going to just have you carry a torch. You can provide illumination for the party. I don't have anything here that's magical at all. But there's plenty of scrolls that you can learn. So I'll do that maybe off camera. What spells do you have? Mirror image, nice. Create pit. Interesting. Okay, falling damage. Right, I like the looks of that. We'll get you some more scroll. Learn some more spells from scrolls to fill up the slots. Slow balls, monster, magic missile. You have a large person. Sleep. Sleep's always a bit weak. We have colour spray there already. Let's go with Summon Monster. I was about to go with Vanish, then I changed my mind at the last minute. I just actually remembered that we've got a level up available. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So, an extra point into intelligence. Nice. Arcana, world knowledge, and nature lore, and use magic device. So fine too, and acid arrow. Okay, you can definitely add that to the spell book. And stone call. I was going to have Ember as our magic user. Might run with 2. And is that it? 1 level up? Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the spells. Let's take a stone call and an acid arrow. Get another slot in here. We can take. I want shield. Yeah, let's add in that. Why you no go in? Okay, definitely not going in. Can I get Vanish? Yeah, so what's with shield? And now that it's in, of course it's in. Right. Fine. So, level 4 wizard. We're all good to go, I suppose. Let's get back on. Well, let's check out the area. There's corpses to loot. Benefits of our hard work. Any of this valuable? Yep, Masterwork Falchion, Masterwork composite longbow. I can leave all this behind. Another scroll, Masterwork glaive. And there's loot to be had around here as well, which we'll just gather up. Okay. Ready to leave this area. Let's just have a quick scout around. I don't think that's an area that we'll ever come back to. Just because we picked up that +1 sword earlier on, I don't want to miss out on anything in here. Best to be thorough. Right. There was an exit up here, wasn't there? Yep. And yep, leaving all that behind. And back to the Defender's Heart. Just thinking, now Camellia is essentially a rogue. And also a wee bit of magic in there and some melee, so decent mix. Archer, 2 fighters, and we have Roach as well, 2 magic users, Roach. So there is sort of a blacksmith, I think, outside of the inn. You can go and sell all this loot to. Some survivors and the like. Come over here. Watch Crusader. Is he up here, I think? There he is. Joran Vane. Show me your wares, please. And let's sell you all our junk. Take that. And abrupt force. Once per round, becomes stunned. I don't think anyone's going to be using a scimitar. No, let's come out of that. We'll come back in and check that later. Oh, but of course Vane's not here. I think, yeah. So you can't use it. Camellia, what would you've got the cold iron rapier. And it does go with your buckle. You can't use it anyway. The longsword's more a paladin's speed. So yeah, right. I'm tempted to keep a hold of the cold iron short spear. You couldn't use it. Camellia could. But I don't think there's really any point to it. I think we're just going to end up selling everything, to be honest. So get rid of that. And the club. Yes. And the glaive. Take all of those. And this. Keep hold of that. And I think that's it. I think we're keeping hold of everything else. These aren't worth much. Just stick them in our locker. Yeah, and we get 7,900 for that, so let's just deal. 16,000. Now, what do you have actually? Do you have nothing notable? Cold iron ammunition. Okay. Let's take that. And that will go to LAN. A rugged helmet. Worth 6,000, or it costs 6,000. Maybe come back to that. Let's go with price. 11 RAM. 10,000. I like the look of that. Deceiving facade. Oh, there's some nice stuff here. That's what I've just sold. Ignoring handbags. No, I don't think there's anything there. Medium armor breastplate. Okay, let's buy that for now. And you're wearing the Raider's armor. Scale mail. You've got the half plate. I'm just thinking about the charge bonus from that RAM armor. You've got a buckler. What are the armor classes? You're 21, 12, 13, 23, 20 and 26. And you wear hide armor. Back again, Joran. Let's go again. Price, descending order. If we took that and the armor of vigilance. No, what was I thinking about? Armor, yeah, armor of vigilance. But then there's this. What was it? No, I was thinking about Camellia. No, okay. I'll take that. No point spending all our money at once. And you could add this in. Yeah, we'll keep you in the hide armor, I think. It does slow you down. What would this do for you, actually, in terms of your encumbrance? It's less. Your speed's still only 20, though. Your armor class is still at 23. Hide armor gives you just +1. Nothing else. Whereas this, +2 insight bonus against undead. Okay. Living RAM doesn't really fit Geralt's image. I think you might go back to the way we were. Camellia, you take that. Geralt, you take that. Camellia, you didn't take your armor. re-equip that. If we give this to you, armor class goes down way too much. Your speed doesn't increase. Yeah, we'll leave you in your, it is after all +1 half plate. And you can become the living RAM. It's not so much I'm thinking about the armour and Geralt's look, it's more about representing his amazing combat ability. Be able to knock people on their ass. Can you? No, you can't. So nobody else can wear our hide armour. It's only worth 291. Okay. I'll keep a hold of it in case we get any other characters join us. Oh, I'd forgotten about the cat. Must remember and summon your cat in future. Okay, well, I'm going to head into the inn now and I'm going to put in a break, sort out spells and the like, and we'll pick this up again next time out. Maybe even have everyone take a long rest. Are you entering? Oh, you're just waiting for Roach, I think. Yeah, so maybe take a long rest before we come back. And we'll pick it up from there. This looks completely different. Ah, no, it's just, yeah, I forgot we came in the side door. Okay, got our bearings back. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.